Strategically, I'd have to say that Jeff has fought almost a perfect fight for him.
So far.
So far. Vasquez is now starting to revert to kind of southpaw, off-balance style.
Nice left hook there by Chandler. I think Vasquez has been having his problems in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th round, and he's been around and he's fought them all, but I don't think he ever expected this tough a fight from another bantamweight on the East Coast, because Vasquez has virtually ruled this part of the country for the last decade, only losing to, say, fighters that were imported from South America. He did land a good right hand there on Chandler.
Right. A lot of missed punches in this round could have changed the fight dramatically for either man. Chandler so far has been a most impressive fighter to me, Russell.
He's only 22 years old. He's got his whole future in front of him. I think if he could, he'd fight every week. And even when he's not in training, Jeff never goes heavier than 118. Sometimes he's as low as 114. So I don't see any possibility of him outgrowing the division.
Despite the ring experience by Vasquez, really impressed. Chandler still moving after he's pulled around and not allowing Vasquez to get off and possibly get in a quick KO.
Chandler will occasionally nail Vasquez with the right hand, and Vasquez will come back with a left hook, but Chandler's, over the course of each round, he's still busier and more consistent than Vasquez, and for that reason I think he's starting perhaps to pull away, although Vasquez did show some sort of life, and that's, what was that, the 6th round we just saw.
Right.
There he is, Davey Vasquez. As I mentioned earlier, he had a bit part in the movie Serpico. And as they tell us now, the French Connection, you're right. "29 years old. Fought virtually every top 118-pounder in the world in the last 10 years. Or at least everyone that was willing to come east. Which is exactly what Chandler could find himself doing pretty soon if he gets by tonight's fight.
Chandler trying to put together some combination here, but Vasquez with the wealth of ring experience not allowing Jeff to get any combinations going.
See, people who say bantamweights don't draw or bantamweights don't make good fights aren't watching this fight tonight.
Chandler's corner urging him to go to the hook. business here in the round, but nobody's scoring, Russell. Okay, Jeff got off a couple there.
I think he might have heard you. Ooh, another good left hand by Jeff.
Good uppercut. Now he's got it working. 30 seconds to go in round 7. Vasquez is still there as well.
Left uppercut! Left uppercut, Jeff! Bring it up, Jeff! Left hand, bring it up, Jeff!
He can be a very pretty fighter to watch, Chandler, when he gets his combinations moving.
Bring it up! Watch this out!
Vasquez pulling away, fortunately, on that one. Chandler coming back to his corner, certainly confident things going his way.
It's funny, Bob Wright from the Bulletin just the other day told me that he didn't think Chandler would ever be a draw in this town because he didn't have the punch to wake the fans up, or he didn't have the flamboyance of Tyrone Everett. But I told Bob that regardless, you know, he's a winning fighter, and sooner or later he's going to catch on. There's Vasquez hitting him with a short right hand. Caught Vasquez with a short left hook coming, and there's the big right hand of the round.
And the uppercut as well. Round 8 of the scheduled 10-round bantamweight bout. Jeff Chandler in white trunks. Out of South Philadelphia, Davey Vasquez in the dark. Out of New York. Uh-oh, that's a push. Tommy Reed will rule it accordingly. Waved off the... Oh, what a quick right that time by Jeff Chandler. Oh, left.
Bring it up! Bring it up! Right hand up!
'Boy, Chandler just really getting off the quick, snapping right hand.
He's got it together now. He spent the early rounds figuring them out, getting it together in the middle rounds, and I think really now he's in complete control. Oh, and just as I say that, he walks into a straight right hand. Davey Vasquez, as they say, is as game as they come.
Jeff got in another solid right.
Let it go, Jeff.
45 seconds to go in round 8. Oh! That left really just stopped Vasquez in its tracks. Despite the fact that Vasquez stopped Chandler with a couple of hits here in the round, I think the advantage really swelling in Chandler's direction now, Russ.
Yeah, Vasquez is fighting back, but it's still not enough to keep Chandler from taking control.
It's got him hurting now, Russ. Oh, what a snapping left. that's it. That's the end of round 8.
Vasquez walking back to the wrong corner, so he must have been hit with some pretty solid shots.
Plenty of action in round 8. We'll be able to show it to you from the Spectrum on a Tuesday evening live. Tonight's main event is 20-year-old Thomas Hearns, undefeated in 17 pro bouts. He'll take on Alfonso Heyman. Pick up some of that action from round 8, Russell.
It's a good right hand by Chandler that gets Vasquez off his chest. Left jab misses with a hook.